Good morning and welcome to Breezy Park and BeActive2020 hosted by NAMI Will-Grundy. It's a beautiful morning. We're thrilled you're here and I think we're going to have a really neat event this morning. I'm Tina Mackey representing NAMI Will-Grundy. NAMI, National Alliance on Mental Illness, supports individuals diagnosed with a mental illness and their families. 2020, we all know, has been a very challenging year. Experts tell us that exercise, and particularly if we implement a regular routine exercise regimen, can be really helpful in terms of helping us manage stress, help us cope with the symptoms of depression and anxiety, and some of the other challenges that we're facing in this very difficult time. So NAMI Will-Grundy is eager to present today BeActive2020. We want you to get up, get a little bit of exercise, walk, ride your bike, do something to be active this morning. In addition to our NAMI volunteers, we've got two professionals from Joliet Park District that will help us with today's event. First, leading us in the warm-up, and then after our 30-minute activity, the cool down is Tracy Carr, registered yoga instructor. She's also a group instructor and a fitness trainer at the Park District. So Tracy will get us started here in just a few minutes. And then later, after our walk and cool down, Gloria Dollinger, registered dietitian and the nutrition supervisor at the Joliet Park District, is going to give us some tips on healthy eating, other ways that we can work towards staying healthy and help us manage, be healthy, think healthy. You know, healthy, it's hard to be a healthy person without healthy minds. And so we want to work hard at that too. So right now I'd like to introduce, as you're doing your activity, we'd love to have you post on our Facebook page where you are, the activity that you're doing this morning, and just check in with us. We'd love to hear from you. So if you're like me, that's not always as easy as it sounds. And so I'd like to introduce two NAMI board members to help us with information about that. Pam Babcock is our outreach coordinator and Peggy Robinson is our marketing coordinator. So they're going to give us just a short information about that.
Good morning. We're really looking forward to this with you. So when we will be going off of live when we start walking. So we encourage you to post your pictures, and here are some of the hashtags we want you to use.
So we'll be using the hashtags BeActive2020, NAMI Will-Grundy, stigma-free mental health, and you are not alone. So please feel free to use one or all of those hashtags and put them on Instagram and Facebook so we can see you're participating with us.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, let me get my mic on here.
Test, test. Oh, wow, that's really loud. You guys can hear me, right? I'm going to turn it down just a bit. So hello, I'm Tracy Carr. We're going to have a 20-minute yoga warm-up. And I invite you to stand with me. If you've never done yoga before, this is going to be a gentle practice. We're starting in our basic posture, which is called mountain pose. Grounding our feet to the floor. You can feel free to rock back and forth. Keep your knees soft, arms active by your side. And let's start to breathe in through the belly. Breathing in. And breathing out through the nose. Again, inhale, feel the belly expand. Exhale, feel the belly relax. One big relaxing breath. Inhale. Exhale, let the shoulders come down. Unclench the jaw. And let's start to flow the arms overhead. Inhale, look up. Take your thumbs up to the ceiling. And exhale, down in front of the hips. Inhale, rising up again. Taking a look upward. Changing our perspective, our view. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. One more time, lifting up. Hold your hands up overhead. Point your index fingers up to the sky, and we're just going to begin a little side fold. So So maybe if you're feeling tight this morning, maybe you only come back just a little bit side to side, or if you're feeling extra bendy, maybe you really get into that movement. Picking your rib cage up away from the hip, taking a little look up to the ceiling or the sky. And let's take one more in each direction. Holding yourself upright. This is called upright salute in yoga. We lift the arms, and we're gonna see if we can take a little twist. Exhale, big twist, wrap of the waist. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, big twist again. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Let's try 3 more twists. If you're moving a little slower pace than what I'm showing, that's okay. Maybe you only do 4 twists instead of 6. And let's try the last one here. Lift back into upright salute. And this is where we stretch out the back of the leg. Soften the knees and come on down. Now maybe you say, oh, Trace, I can't quite touch my toes today. Maybe your hands come to your ankles. Maybe they come to your shins. And from wherever you are in your stretch, we're going to lift up hands on kneecaps, extend the spine, and forward fold. This is our stretch for hamstrings. Come on down just to wherever you can without feeling any pain. A stretch, but no pain. Lift back up, arms back up overhead, upright salute. And let's come back on down, stretching our hips and our hamstrings again. We call this flow in yoga half salutation. Rising up to kneecaps, extend the crown of your head, and forward fold again. Circle sweep yourself back up. You just have one more of these, and hopefully the hamstrings feel a little looser this next time. Halfway rise, and forward fold. Circle sweep up, and hands to heart, folding here. We're gonna sit our hips back into what we call a chair pose. It's like the yoga version of a squat. So widen your feet out just one heel toe and start to work your hips back and down. Like if there was a couch behind you and you weren't sure how far back it was, sit your hips back, let your hands come to heart, and now flow with the arms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, breath out, sit back into chair. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sit. And let's try 2 more. You might feel your muscles of your thighs. That's a good thing. If you're feeling your knees, make sure you just try to push your hips back a little bit more. Hold this one down. This is a challenge for our thigh muscles. Hold, hold, hold. You should be able to wiggle your toes, lift your chest, and pull the belly button in so you're tightening up the stomach muscles just a bit. Lift yourself up and shake out. Just give everything a nice shake. We are going to come into a little more of a dynamic warm up with a move you've probably seen before called Warrior 2. What I'd like you to do is with your right foot, step forward towards me, and then your left foot moves back. And I know you're on camera, so you might be switched, with which leg looks like it's forward. But your forward leg, bend the knee, keep the back leg straight, and your arms open out. You want to squeeze through your glute muscles, that's everything to the back side, and keep this forward knee open. So we don't want to collapse in, we want to keep it open, chest upright. We're going to take a little flow with our waist. So keep your body into this Warrior 2 position from the legs, and just bend forward, elbow onto forward thigh, reach back arm overhead, lift up, Sun Warrior or Reverse Warrior. We take our back hand on the back thigh, lift up, and come back down. Tipping backward. If you're moving a little bit slower than me, that's always okay. One more time. Forward to the knee, and shift backward, holding backward. Open up the heart, open up the ribs, we're going to take a little cartwheel motion down to the ground. Don't be intimidated. We're just going to brace our belly, and we're going to let one hand come down to the floor, and then the next hand come down to the floor. And if you're feeling, uh-oh, lost my mic tag. If you're feeling like, oh, this is a big, big stretch on the hips, I don't know if I can do this for long, that's okay. We're about to step 2 feet back into downward dog. Start to walk that forward foot to the back, and your body is in a big triangle shape. We're going to pedal our heels here. This is stretching our calf to get us ready for our walk or whatever else you're planning on doing for being active for our workout today. Should feel really good. The back of the calves, the back of the heels, the Achilles. Hold here and bring your knees gently down to the ground. Now, if you're an individual that's working with a little bit of a knee issue today, I want you to widen your knees really wide. If you're not feeling too much in the knees, you can keep your knees a little more narrow. Let's push our hips back towards our heels. Stretch out the low back. Reach your arms long towards me. And we're going to roll forward onto all fours. Curl your 10 toes under your body again. Lift your hips up back into downward facing dog. Hips are high. And we're just going to take a little walk up to the top of our mat. Here we go. 4 little steps. Walk 4, 3, 2, hold. And I want you to picture a rag doll rolling up to the top of the mat. Hold, hold, hold. And we got to repeat that one more time to the other side. And then you guys are going to get to be a little more active with your walking. Let's see if we can take opposite foot forward and lunge back. Your 2 heels are generally aligned with each other, one straight line, and bend one knee. Take your arms, stretch out. I'm glad I brought my microphone today. I feel like I'm eating it though. That's okay. So you guys should feel all the muscles that support this thigh bone squeezing in. How are my people doing behind me? You guys okay? All right, good. If you're watching from home, just roll your shoulders back, squeeze that number 2 pencil between your shoulder blades, and let's start to flow through our upper body. Come down for dancing warrior, elbow to thigh, and tipping backward, lift up. Coming back down, here's your inhale, and here's your exhale, breathing out. One more time. And everyone hold back. A little smile on the face helps keep us upright. Bring the fingertips down to frame up your forward foot. And we come into what I call runner's lunge. This is just a setup. If your hips are feeling really tight, don't distress. We're almost done with this. We're going to step back into downward facing dog. Feel the heels of your hands press to the earth and pedal your heels again. Maybe the second round you feel a little bit looser. We're going to hold, bring the knees down to the ground. Remember, if you're dealing with some knee sensitivity, I would go wider with your knees. Otherwise, child's pose. Push your hips back to heels. Roll your shoulders forward, curl 10 toes, and we're going to come back into down dog. Walk our feet up. 4 steps or as many steps as you feel is appropriate for you. Ragdoll roll up. We have one more posture. This is our balance posture. This is tree pose. I want you to find your center of gravity and place your right foot down to the center of your mat. Take your left knee out to the side, and your balance state can be done low, medium with foot on the calf, or if you're a regular practitioner of yoga, maybe you have the range to lift up a little higher. I'm going to show medium today. I'm going to kind of meet that in the middle. And your hands could be at heart, or you could choose open branches. Let's focus on one unmoving spot in front of us. Just going to breathe in and breathe out. Let's take one more breath. Slowly lower the arms and change the legs. So center of gravity changes here. All the weights in the left foot. Option low, medium, or high. Try to stay away from the knee structure and pick whichever leg variation is feeling best for you. Try to lift the heart. Try to squeeze everything to the back of your body. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do one last thing. Take your feet about as wide as your mat or towel, or about hip width if you're not using anything at home. Take a deep breath in. Give your arms a big, wide opening. And shake everything out. You guys are ready for your 30 minutes of activity.
So again, we'd love to see you post on NAMI Will-Grundy Facebook page what your activity is. It's 9:16, so we'll be back. We'll see you about 9:45.